All right, folks. This one is going to fall under the category of you can't make this stuff up. I mean, I don't know where we go. Israel and Russia, here we go again. And yes, Syria plays a part in this little story. Let me read to you an article that just got released on Debka. And by the way, I just simply want to say this. What goes behind this is what we need to pay attention to, okay? This is unbelievable. The title of the article is Syrian Air Defense Down 22 of 24 Israeli airborne missiles. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and also, this also involves Lebanon. I said also, this also involves. Let me read this article to you. It says this. It says, Russian Rear Admiral Vadim Kulit, which, by the way, I don't know if you remember him, he has appeared before in some of these stories. He has commented for the second time on an alleged Israeli air attack over Syria. On Saturday, he claimed that Russian-made Buk M2E and Pantsir S systems intercepted 22 of 24 missiles fired from the Lebanese airspace against facilities in the Damascus and Homs suburbs on Thursday. By the way, that is not so far-fetched because we know that Israel has used Lebanese airspace to launch attacks from their fighters. That has happened before. They oftentimes go from the area of Dan and come in circularly around from the top, and they oftentimes do this. It is not an unusual idea that that would happen. Goes on to say the Russian officer made his voice heard for the first time in mid-July when he commented on a purported Israel airstrike against Syria, crediting the same Russian air defense systems with downing 9 out of 10 Israeli missiles. And by the way, folks, if this guy is reporting this, I can promise you it's probably happened, okay? But what is significant about this is yet once again, Russia is asserting themselves as the one who is the game player in the Middle East. They're the one who is going to allow to be attacked whoever they want to be attacked, and they're the one that's going to defend whoever they want to defend. And the fact that Israel has been fighting missiles or firing missiles at these people, at Syria, righteous military targets for doing things that they need to be paid back for, and Russia is stopping them, is more evidence of the United States of America becoming less and less and less of a superpower. You see, when Putin did this the first time, he did this as a test to see what the resolve of the United States of America would be well before Afghanistan took place and well before any of the things happened and began to materialize that are materializing right now. And when Biden did nothing except say, thank you, Mr. Putin, he knew he was ready for a prime time to do exactly what he was doing. We talked about this. We've talked about what Russia is doing with Saudi Arabia, about the agreement done there. Russia basically helped Saudi Arabia tell the United States of America to get lost. They don't matter. I did a video on this yesterday. You should watch it. It's pretty good. It explains the significance of what it means when Saudi Arabia enters into a defense agreement with Russia and why that's so significant, especially as it relates to many of the water entries. But what's even more significant than this is that Russia, Putin, is pushing the envelope super hard with respect to the control he exhibits in Syria. Folks, I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's almost as though he's treating Syria as Russian sovereign territory. And folks, he is. He is treating the Russian border as though it's the Syrian border. The Syrian border as though it's the Russian border. And make no mistake about it, he is going out of his way to assert himself as the main player in the Middle East, the superpower that keeps peace, the puppet maker, and this lines up with what we know in Ezekiel chapter 38 and 39. We know that Gog is going to be the leader. Of course, Gog, the leader of Russia, is going to be the leader in bringing all these nations against Israel during a time when they're all playing nice, during a time when they're all friends. I don't see Israel talking back to Putin. I certainly don't see at all Russia backing down, and I most definitely don't see the United States of America seeking to intervene on behalf of Israel. Folks, this stuff you can't make up. This is more evidence of the fact that God's word is true, and the geopolitical shifting that we continue to see is indicative of what we know is going to happen after the church gets raptured. Folks, open up your eyes. This is the time more than ever to stand for righteousness. This is the time more than ever to make investments in the kingdom. This is the time more than ever, to make an effort to do that which God has called us to do. Why? Because we know Jesus is coming soon, and we want to be found doing his work, folks. I don't know about you, but I'm excited about what I'm seeing going on in the Middle East, and we need to open our eyes to pay attention to what's happening because things are getting crazy. Keep your eyes open, look up, because Jesus is coming back soon. God bless you guys.